What is going on today? What, another one? Another one? Ladies and gentlemen, slimes and dimes of my hip-hop crimies, welcome back to the channel. If you know, you know. If you don't, hit the button below. Football Sunday bringing a whole bunch of shit to us now, huh? There's a whole lot of drama going on with that Super Bowl announcement, man. It seems like the YMCMB members are mad. Rightfully so for like a selective few amount of people. I would just really say BIRDMAN and Lil Wayne, just because Lil Wayne's from New Orleans. So, and you know how hard they rep for New Orleans and everything. So it only makes sense for them to be mad. I also just feel like Nicki Minaj, she's had a lot to say, but I also feel like her stance on this situation is a little bit different, or it shouldn't be as strong as she's trying to make it seem, because Quad's kept where she been at during the whole Drake Kendrick beef. Like, where was she doing a lot of stuff that was going on between Wayne, Drake, and everything? Like, you know, I know it's in-house business, so she probably was doing her own thing that nobody knows about, but still, like, for you to be so public about it, I just feel like you're just showing face because you want to be on that bill. You know what I'm saying? And that's also kind of why I feel like BIRDMAN's a little pissed too, but at the same time, I do understand he's New Orleans. Like, there's no doubt about that. And I believe Master P has something to say too, which I was shocked, but I'm not surprised considering that Master P is from New Orleans and he was technically out before them and roughly around the same time, but in the early 90s when they was getting put on the map, their group was harder than Cash Money, in my opinion. No Limit, so to say. But Master P, I believe, saluted Kendrick, but at the same time, he just basically was stating, well, I'll just read it right now. So he said, salute to Kendrick Lamar for performing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Well deserved. He's one of the hottest music artists in the world and has one of the biggest songs out right now. We all know, you know, we're talking about They Not Like Us. So I'm assuming it's going to probably be performed on the Super Bowl. He also said, as ambassador of entertainment in the city of New Orleans, I have to agree with the fans that Lil Tucci, Lil Wayne, should be part of the celebration as well. He's one of the greatest hip-hop artists alive, still relevant, and he's New Orleans native. Let's not miss this cultural moment in the South. Life is too short. We have to give our legends their flowers while they are here. Master P, Godson, etc., etc. So, once again, Master P, when I seen that Master P has something to say, I was really like, all right, let me pay attention to this, because if you haven't seen my other video before, I just reacted to the commercial and just Kendrick saying no round twos, which was, you know, great chess move. I think I said in my other videos, like, we have yet to determine a real winner of this battle, or, you know, this rap beef, however you want to look at it, until certain things kind of start unfolding. I'm still standing on the fact that if Kendrick drops an album, that's when we can really determine this real winner. But at the same time, everything post They Not Like Us and Pop Out has shown that he is the declarated winner. Like, he's in the cut per usual. He's not on the internet like that. He's doing things very strategically, and ultimately this is the biggest move. Like, he got the Super Bowl halftime headline. You know, Drake did the big, not the big three, but the first person shooter song, big as the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing in that song, which is funny how that's another thing that hasn't aged too well for your boy Drake, you know what I'm saying? And which is fine. Like, I'm always gonna scream on this channel here that Drake was not banging with this man on the rap tip, and like, I also scream that he doesn't bang with anybody who's really in the trenches on the rap level. He's not banging with them at all. Like, he can go try to mess with those hype rappers, house rappers, trap rappers, because I think they rap a little bit differently. But even them, you know, depending on who you come at, they're gonna chop your head off too. But you have more of a chance at getting at those type of artists versus a real true lyricist, which is Kendrick Lamar. Who else has something to say on this, man? Because this is just a little rant on the couch, man. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe as well. Jay-Z, I believe, had also said something since he's been getting backlash from this. And I think a lot of people are understanding that Jay-Z has a role in picking the performers and everything. Hence why Game had an issue with Jay-Z not putting him on the bill. And this seems to be a little trend now that I'm bringing that up. It seems like Jay he be flexing his power and being like, oh, we in your city, but we ain't about to have like that main dude from the city on there. Which, in the LA situation, it's Dre and Snoop over Game all day. And, you know, if you had to really think about it, I feel like Game just does a lot of stuff that burns his bridges, so it just wasn't going to really work out. And you already know the history with him and Jay. And then you also, I believe, recently or even in between time, like, you've seen 50 come out and say, like, he wasn't even put on the bill. Eminem basically made Jay-Z do it because he was like, I'm not coming if you don't put 50 on it. So Jay-Z clearly has this role within the board of who chooses these people to perform. And like, I don't mind Jay's selections, but this is also going back to the history of, I wouldn't say beef, but the competitive things going on between Wayne, Jay, Drake, Birdman, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like, though it wasn't on Jump Street, but if you're in the know and you're paying attention to like the stuff that just happens beyond the music, or even within the music if you're really listening, but a lot of people don't listen. They've been kind of having that back and forth, and I think somebody mentioned that Wayne signed to Roc Nation, which I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but even if it is, that just shows more of Jay's power. It doesn't mean anything. Just because they have that record relationship doesn't mean he's just gonna give them things either. And we all know Jay's been in this game for a long time. Jay's gave nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he's also done these funny things for quite some time. So, you know, just like signing Nas, I always feel like those are just power moves to just play the trump card on you. That's always how I felt like Jay moved. And things like this just give me more reason to feel that Jay-Z definitely moves like this. People really shouldn't be mad about this whole situation as far as like, you know, because a lot of people are just mad because it's the Drake thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is getting into like, you know, a whole different conversation, but I just wanted to touch base on just like the reactions around the world within 24 hours of not even, it hasn't even actually been 24 hours, but like, you know, the reactions and how people are feeling is pretty crazy just regarding the fact that like there's levels to performing too. Like, let's be real, like, when has Lil Wayne had a like fire ass performance where like you're gonna throw him on the most watched televised event in the world in February? Not to say that he's not gonna go up there and like kill it if he did, but you also don't know though. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to have, and this is gonna be disrespectful, but I can't remember a really bad performance at halftime, but you don't want like a Roseanne situation. Completely different things, but you don't want that type of situation, and you don't want to like put that on his jacket if it happens to not be that good, because I feel like he hasn't performed on a stadium scale in a long time, if ever. I don't know. I just feel like this isn't 2008 and 2012 Lil Wayne anymore, where we should expect him to be able to put on a dope ass performance at the Super Bowl. Plus, he's not hot right now. This goes back to like what Jay said. Like, you know, hold on, let me pull up that quote too, because Jay actually did say something about it. You know, he definitely said Kendrick is truly once in a generation artist and performer. He has an unparalleled ability to define and influence the culture globally. His work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years. So here's the thing. This is not a lie. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen Kendrick perform, but I did watch that Pop Out tour, man, and that was one hell of a show. And every time I kind of see a lot of Kendrick's actual live performances, like whether it's a picture or a meme, they look way more turned up. Like, it looks like an actual show. Like, there's a lot of rappers out there that can't actually put on a show. I'll give Drake that he can put on a good show, but at the same time, too, his performance doesn't match what I've seen from, like, Kendrick Lamar. And I've seen Drake live, so, like, you know, it's good because you go into the vibes and the nostalgic part of it, but I just don't think that he can really perform on a level like that, and I haven't seen it. But, you know, once again, the Drake fans are going to cape, you know what I'm saying, and they're going to rock with him, and that's fine. But I completely understand why New Orleans, you know, because New Orleans, they're in the South, dog. Like, the South really stands together, and I feel like we're going back fucking 30 years ago when the South was feeling like they're getting no respect, you know, and this was from when Andre 3G jumped up. It's funny, I'm going back to Andre 3G, but I did know he did this when he hopped up on the Source stage at the Source Awards in, I think, 95 or 96, and he basically was like, the South got something to say about it. So we're just, you know, repeating history here, man. The South has a lot to say about it, and it makes sense. But at the same time, I mean, you know, don't be surprised if you see Lil Wayne hop up on there. But also on the flip end of that, how you gonna see Wayne on that when Kendrick's beefing with the dude? So I think that's gonna change a lot of things too. And I seen NICKI had a lot to say about it. Oh, actually, I already covered that. My bad. But, like, you know, I think people just need to relax. I also just feel like a large part of this backlash is really coming from two things. The fact that this is the nail in the coffin for the Drake and Kendrick battle as far as, you know, round two and, you know, back and forth as far as, like, direct on wax shots. And, you know, that's what just really has people upset about it right now, that it's over. You know what I'm saying? This stamped and verified that Drake actually lost this battle. This is part one of it. Now, if Kendrick drops an album and he flops, that could change things as well too. But I don't think he's going to flop. I think he's going to come with something with a great sound. And I'm still standing on. Don't be surprised if we just get a Kendrick drop like Friday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Or just some random time not too long after all of this has happened. Because I think he, once again, I said they're both playing the internet games, but one's playing an internet game like a little boy, and then the other one's playing the internet games just being like, you see it? I bet. Wait for it to come. Like, they just say little subtle things, and then you just clamor and wait and stuff. But the other guy's just dropping leak after. He's moving real different. Let's put it like that. He's dropping leak after leak and moving real different. So I think in conclusion, man, this war might be over, because now you're on the big stage. You're on the national biggest event on a Sunday where everybody's relaxing. Once again, even putting out that announcement, I still feel like they don't announce those that early. That's just me. Anybody out there that's a football fan, let me know if they usually announce them week 1 this early. I feel like when I seen the other ones, they were like on a poster somewhere. It was like announced a little bit later into the week of football. But once again, I don't know. But this is all I want to rant about real quick, man, because I just seen a lot of backlash on it, a lot of chitty chatter about it, and just a lot of people feeling away. And, Jay-Z has his whole hand in it. It is what it is. I'm not too mad, man. I mean, it just tells me that this war is over now. And that's all good, man, because the real rapper won. And I feel like there was other things that were mentioned along this, but I don't have those things directly in front of me. And your boy's mouth is killing them. So, I can only be so quick and brief with this, dog. But don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here, man. I'll be back with another one. I'm out. Peace.